We don't have enough time.
Pamela asks, I want a bedtime story. Once upon a time. Go ahead. And I think you need to tell them about the snails.
All right.
And by that time, the captain will be back. And
I think.
Wait for it.
Everybody, social.
Right.
Wet your whistles.
For the one fan that's still left watching this, take a second and fill something to drink because it's a long story. All right.
Take a minute.
Everyone. So I think we've all been in that situation where maybe we don't remember everything we're supposed to. And that's definitely our friend Patty.
Oh, Patty.
You know Patty.
Patty.
Yeah, Patty. Patty and Bridget. Patty and Bridget married 20 years. 20 years.
Oh, God bless them both.
It just happened to happen on a Friday.
They tried.
God bless him. So Patty wakes up one morning. It's a Friday morning. He's got to go to work. He's getting dressed. And Bridget comes down and he's having his quick breakfast. And she says, listen, Patty, I don't want you to get upset. I know that you forgot that it's our 20th wedding anniversary. Immediately, everything goes out of his brain. He drops his phone on the floor. He can't even think. He goes, she says, it's okay, Patty. It's all right, love. I knew you were going to forget. It's all set. I've already forgiven you. He feels like the blood is finally coming back into his brain. He's like, oh, well, Bridget, she says, no, shut it. I got to tell you. I got to tell you what you do. At the end of work today, you're going to go out from work. You're going to not go to the pub. Instead, you're going to go to the fishmonger. Don't go to the pub. You're going to go to the fishmonger, you see. The fishmonger has for you a whole big order of snails. So you're going to get the snails. You're going to bring it back. And I'm going to make you and me an anniversary dinner of snails. Escargot. And Paddy, just not knowing what escargot is at all, but knowing he's got a reprieve, says, oh, Bridget, that sounds great. I love it. I can't wait. And so he goes off to work with a spring in his step. He has an opportunity. He's dodged the bullet. So he goes to work. It's a long day of work.
But he is Irish, so he did that. He's Irish, so he's dodged a lot of bullets.
It's true. It's
an Irish spring.
That's right. Especially when he wears orange. And so anyway, I didn't say that. I did not say that. So anyway, so he goes to work, and it's a long, hot day at work. It's hot, and he's sweating all day, and he's barely making it. But then the end of day bell rings, 5 o'clock. He goes, it's time. So he starts walking. Where do you think he's walking, Jack?
Home. To the fishmonger.
Well, a fishmonger, you're right. He's walking to the fishmonger because he knows he's had his chance. And this is his chance. But unfortunately, Louis, you've been there. You know, between work and the fishmonger, he has to walk right by the...
O'Shaughnessy's.
That's right, O'Shaughnessy's pub.
I was going to say...
There he is. Huh?
I was going to say the zoo, but...
Okay, the zoo too. But right
after
that...
midnight, that's what O'Shaughnessy's is. It's a zoo.
You fuck
and
one
you pick
zebra.
up animals there, I'm telling you. Anyway,
so
small farm animals. So he has to walk right past the pub. And who's there? His best friend, Sean.
Oh, Sean.
Oh, that fucker. So there's Sean, right? And there's Sean, and he's there, and he's already got a pint in hand, and he goes, Patty, my friend, come over to the pub. It's been a hot day. Wait.
9 different states.
What happened?
I'm being too loud.
No. There's National Guard has been called up in 9 states.
9?
So we need this joke more than ever.
Yeah.
There's Sean. Patty, come on into the pub, and Patty, using a tremendous willpower, says, "No, Sean, I've got to go to the fishmonger." And he goes right past the pub. He doesn't even stop. He doesn't even tarry. He doesn't even diddle. He
It's
just walks straight.
Brobdingnagian.
Yes, right. He walks straight to the pub. He walks straight to the fishmonger, and he gets this big 5-pound bag, paper bag full of snails.
5 pounds.
5 pounds of fucking snails in a big paper bag. It's extra large grocery bag full of
It's like
snails.
10 pounds of whelks.
Yeah. So he gets. Oh God! So he gets the bag and he starts to walk home because he's gonna walk home. But right between the fishmonger and home, the guy, cap in your back, he has to walk right past the
O'Shaughnessy's pub.
O'Shaughnessy's pub. There he is. There he is. He's walking past it though. He's not even looking. He's got laser focus. Laser focus. And there,
Is he a Republican?
Orange again, really? So he's walking past it, but who's still there?
Sean.
Now Sean's on his fourth by now, fourth pint, and he's sloppy and happy, and he sees Paddy, and he goes, "Paddy, my friend, you gotta come to the pub." And Paddy goes, "No, Sean, I gotta go home." And then Sean says the worst possible words that a man in Paddy's situation could hear. He says, "Sean, why don't you come in? Because I'm buying." Oh no, what did I do?
You're here. I got you.
Ah, there we are. So he goes, "Come in, I'm buying." Oh, it's the death knell of him. It is. He goes, "Well," and then he says to himself the oldest lie that any man has ever said. He says,
I'll pull out.
"No, it's close."
Trickle down economics works.
No, it's close, very close. Yes.
Checks in the mail.
Okay, that too, and he has said that. No, but this time he says, "I'm gonna go, but I'm only gonna have one."
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. So there, Paddy goes into the pub. Now the next thing Paddy remembers is hearing the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Last call. Oh, Sean, yes, Paddy. Sean, did the barman just call last call at 8:30 at night? Oh, 8:30. That's interesting. No, Paddy, it's 11:30 like usual. 11:30. Oh, did you say 11:30 at night? Oh, no, Bridget. Oh, she's gonna kill me. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, gotta go home. So he finds his paper bag full of snails, not smelling great. And he starts the long trudge home, and he's weaving left and weaving right, and weaving left and weaving right. He finally gets within just a block of home, and he looks, and unfortunately, the porch light. Now you tell me, Jimmy, porch light on or porch light off?
Oh, it's fucking off.
Oh, it's off. It's off. It's as dark.
It's black. It's dark. It's black like a black hole.
That's right. It's as black as Bridget's soul. Oh, yes, it's black.
I was going to say a vagina.
Okay,
Soul
well,
is fine too.
You know, we'll get there eventually. Give me time, would you? So he knows he's fucked. He knows it. He's going to make the trudge. He makes the last block to trudge home. He tries it, and he walks up the steps, and he pulls on the door, but you have to answer me this, Jack. Door locked or door unlocked?
Door locked.
Door locked. Locked tight like Bridget's thighs. I'm saying we're locked tight, boys. So he knows he has to get his keys now. So he's got the bag of snails, and he just reaches in one pocket, no keys, and he gets the bag of snails in the other hand, and he reaches in the other pocket, no keys, and he reaches in his back pocket, no keys, reaches in the other back pocket. Oh no, as he's fumbling for keys, and the bag of snails drops.
No!
It does. It hits the top step, and almost like a Vesuvian explosion, paper bag Explode! And there's snails everywhere. There's snails on the wall. There's snails on the door. There's snails on the light. Oh no, the porch light.
Oh no!
Gone. Oh no.
Cook
no,
the
yes.
snails.
Oh, I'm fucked. And then the door, almost like a horror movie, creaks open. And there's Bridget with her hair in curlers, her fingernails still painted, standing at the door with hands on hips. And she goes, "Oh, Paddy, you thought you'd join us for our 20th wedding anniversary. And where have you been?" And in a flash of brilliance, like none other, he looks down and goes, "Okay, boys, we're almost there."
Pamela Volker wanted a bedtime story, and that was it.
And that's
it. Captain, we're done for the night. I thought if you had any final words or closing statements, or perhaps you'd like to just say bugger off to the lot of them, and we can all get on with our Friday night, Saturday night, 10:05 wanking.
I've got a bag of snails. I got to get home.
I'm just having one.
One snail?
If I may beg an indulgence, I know that I'm not normally known to do this.
No.
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 Ooh.
You beg one indulgence.
I would like to give a little bit of time to the one story that has stuck with me just about as long as we've been a band. And you probably know where I'm going with this. It was an incident that forever changed me and how I looked at what we do on stage. And this is going back into the first Bush administration, I believe.
I would say the
That's
early
wild.
90s. Yes, late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah.
I would say 1989.
That sounds about right.
To put it right at 1989.
Yeah.
Year two.
I'm going to say it's 1989.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's 1989.
Uh,
1989.
Let's meet halfway and just say it's somewhere around 89.
Okay.
Agreed.
Fair enough.
Agreed.
Ish. Give or take.
In
Matt
those
was
days,
shagging my roommate at the time.
what is now O'Shucks was the Middleton Tavern.
It was the Vine and Vessel, Captain. It was the Vine and Vessel.
Oh, okay.
Before
Yes.
it was a wine bar.
That's right. Prior to becoming the Middleton Tavern.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
Time out. You
Pardon?
frequented a wine bar?
That's WHINE.
Oh,
When
yeah,
you-
that's
All
fine.
right. Never mind.
No, wait. Before that, a guy who knew
It
Jules
was the print
Smith,
shop.
It was a print shop.
It was
He had
a Gutenberg
He had a
press.
fucking Gutenberg press
He was
set
the one
up in
who
that
built
space.
that booth.
And he built that booth, and he was printing off pages of Bibles and all kinds of stuff. Couldn't make any money at it, but he was Thomas Platt. That was his name, was Platt. And it was a Gutenberg press in that shop, and we would go in there and just hang out. And then it was the Vine and Vessel, and it had some tables.
I'm glad I'm taking a very brief time telling this story.
Bollocks. I'll help.
Ooh. Nice. So we had our first set of the day, and it was a very intimate crowd because this is a small place, and we were having a great time because we're knuckleheads. It's what we do. And there was this one chap in the audience who was having a wonderful time. He was an older chap. He was laughing, carrying on. He was singing along with us. So we finished our set. And afterwards, he bought us beverages. And we sat with he and his family for a while. And he told us stories. And he taught us a dirty song that we still know to this day. And come to find out, he was a Spitfire pilot during World War II, during the Battle of Britain. And if you know anything about that war, and you know anything about all the players in that war, you couldn't swing a dead cat without hitting a hero in that war. And he was one of them, because he was in the Battle of Britain. He flew a Spitfire. And so we had a wonderful time. We parted ways and didn't think anything of it after that, except that was fun. It was a couple of weeks later when a fellow who was on cast came up and thanked us for showing his grandfather a good time. And I said, well, who's your grandfather? He said, well, he's a British man. I said, oh, older fellow, Spitfire pilot. He said, yes, that's him. Oh, yeah, he's wonderful. We had a great time. How is he doing? Is he going to come back? That's a dangerous question to ask sometimes, because what he said next was that he had died that week and they just buried him. And well, I didn't know what to say. I said, I'm so sorry. Was this sudden? He said, no. He's known about it for a year. A year ago, he had been given a death warrant. He had inoperable cancer. And I said, well, that's terrible. And he said, well, here's the thing. Prior to that, when he came back from the war, or when he finished up in the war, because he lived over there, so he didn't come back. He devoted his life to happiness and making people happy, because he had seen so much terribleness. He had seen so much carnage. He'd seen so much death. And the people around him knew death. If you lived in England during World War II, especially if you lived in a city like London, death touched you, touched your family, it touched all your friends. And that's what he lived through. That's what he survived through. So he made a point to be happy the rest of his life and to make other people happy. So he always had a joke. He always had a song. He always had a comment that would make someone smirk or even laugh. But when he got that death sentence, he stopped. And he lived a full year of his life, the last year of his long, glorious life, in emotional misery. He didn't laugh. He didn't sing the songs anymore. But then he went to the Maryland Renaissance Festival. And supposedly it happened sometime during our set. He came back. I don't think that was necessarily because of the magic of the Pyrates Royale, but we were singing some songs that he recognized and he knew them, and it jogged his memory. And I guess we were the perfect combination of knuckleheads to remind him that, after all, life is precious. And the rest of that day, he was happy. And he was his old self. He was telling jokes. The rest of that week, he was his old self. And right up to the point that he breathed his last breath, he was his old self. Now, I tell this story because what astounds me is that we got to hear the end result. We got to hear the happy ending of that story. We could very easily have never heard about any of that and not given it a second thought. We'd have remembered the song and the stories. But that, to me, I think to all of us, shed light on the real reason we do this and the responsibility of anybody who entertains people on stage. You really have to be careful with what you give them, because you don't know how you're affecting their lives. You want to give them good. You don't want to give them shitty. And that's in quality of show and in attitude.
Aye.
Yep.
Here, here.
That forever changed me.
Yeah.
Here,
I
here.
don't know the guy's name, but I raised my glass to him. And as I said earlier, to everyone who's ever been in our audience over the years, and especially those diehards who never learned their lesson and kept coming back, God bless all of you. God bless all of you. Because I can't think of a better reason to do this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Folks, that's all the time we have because basically we're done. We'd like to do this again, so if you have questions, even more ridiculous, please send them to us on Facebook at Pyrates Royale or Instagram at Pyrates Royale. And don't forget, we have bubonic lung plague masks now.
Aye, that we do.
PyratesRoyale.store will get you all of the swag you need to be well appointed in this time of uncertainty.
And formal wear.
And formal wear. That I'm getting my business shirt that I can wear with Krusty here and make people wonder what the hell they hired me for. We love you all, every one of you fans. We love you, and all your friends, except for that one fucker. We hate him.
Yeah.
Especially him.
Earmuffs.
Good night. God bless, and stay safe out there. We'll talk to you soon.
Cheers.